Hey everybody, this is Chad, aka Discognition. Starting up a new kind of video blog thing where I'm just gonna kind of offer some insight into the music industry at large, some DJ production tips, and just stuff for the general public that's good to know. So today we're gonna start off with the top 5 ways that you can help a local DJ producer during this pandemic. So number 5, I'm gonna go with music recommendations. A lot of people like to get recommendations from their fans or their friends on what's kind of hot right now, what they're listening to. I'm one of those people. I really like to know what it is that you guys are out there listening to. So it helps me out a lot, knowing exactly what's popular, what's kind of up and coming. As DJs, we're very, very busy preparing sets, and if you're anything like me, I kind of get a one-track mind in terms of music recommendations, and I just look at the same, 3 or 4 sources, and I can miss a lot out there. So for me, it's really, really important to get those recommendations from you guys because you guys pick up a lot of stuff that I miss, and that's really, really helpful. Number 4, watching live streams. I'll be the first one to admit, before the pandemic, I thought live stream DJing was kind of dumb, for lack of a better word, but it's become absolutely essential in today's environment. With the pandemic going on, there's really no way for us to perform for you guys. So it's really, really important to engage with Twitch streams, Facebook Live videos. That's really, really helpful for us. And it makes us feel good. For a lot of us, performing is an outlet and a stress relief. So it's really, really helpful for us to be able to continue that outlet on Twitch and Facebook to basically just do what we love doing anyway. Live shows are absolutely not going on right now. And for those of you that are playing live shows, lucky for you. Hopefully you're being responsible about it. But it's really, really helpful, and it just makes us feel good when you pop into the chat and I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? It just makes us feel connected with you guys, so that's super important. Okay, so for number 3, we're going to talk about social media, engagement, and social media in general. Liking your favorite DJ or producer's posts on Facebook and Instagram, it's really helpful, but taking that extra step to just leave a comment, even if it's just like a bunch of heart emojis or prayer hands or whatever you leave there, that really helps our engagement. With the algorithms with social media these days, it's really hard to actually reach the people that care about what we're doing. So if you're scrolling through Facebook or you're scrolling through Instagram or whatever you use, just drop a like, quick comment, anything can help. That's really, really key for us when we're out sharing our music and our live sets and things like that. Facebook chooses to show people certain things and not other things. So that can really be a bummer for us when we've worked really, really hard on some content and we throw it out there on all of our outlets and it gets no reception or feedback. And that's not necessarily anyone's fault, but it can really help us a lot when you do go that extra mile and just leave a comment, a like, and it makes us feel good too. And above that, liking everybody's Facebook pages, their artist pages. It's kind of an unsaid rule, in the eyes of the public. The more likes and followers a DJ producer has, the more credibility they have. That's not really the case. You could have 5 likes and be one of the best producers in the world. But in public opinion, a social media presence is super important. So when your friends ask you to like their pages, please do so. It takes you less than 5 seconds to do that. And if it's going to clog up your timeline, then just hit the unfollow, but still like the page. That way it doesn't clog up your timelines and things like that. But social media is just super, super important for a lot of us. So we do really appreciate it when you do comment on those things. Okay, number 2, it's a big one, Spotify. So Spotify is the biggest streaming platform in the world, pretty much, I believe. And for DJs and producers, it's really, really important to follow us on Spotify and stream those tracks. That is a source of revenue for us. And when you do stream our tracks, we do get paid for that. Once it hits a certain threshold. So following your artists on Spotify, you get release radar. So when they do release something, you get an email letting you know, so you don't miss new releases from your favorite guys or girls. And it's super, super awesome when I have friends that shoot me a text message or post on their Instagram story like, oh, check it out, oh, he was in my release radar this week. So that makes us feel really good too. But Spotify is super important. It takes a lot of us, a lot of effort to actually get our music onto those outlets. Getting signed to a label is a big part of that. Some of us self-release and do it ourselves, but there is a lot that goes into getting your music out there on Spotify. So anything you can do, add it to a playlist, give it a like, do whatever you can to support your favorite artists on Spotify. It's really important for us. All right, the number one thing that you can do to support your favorite local DJs and producers during the pandemic, I'm gonna say, is Beatport. Most people don't have Beatport accounts. If you're not a DJ, you probably don't really even know what Beatport is. But Beatport is kind of the platform for all electronic music to buy music there. Most people probably buy their music through iTunes or Amazon or whatever you do. But I'm telling you, Beatport is by far the best platform to buy music from your favorite DJs. It helps us because we chart in our respective genres. That's a huge impact on our careers if we're seen on the charts in Beatport. The reason is DJs check that stuff every single day. And let's say I have a track that comes out and charts at number 10, let's say. That's huge. Hundreds, thousands of DJs are checking those charts. They're gonna download that song if they like it and throw it in their sets. When they throw it in their sets, that gets, exponential organic growth to the public for those songs. It can get picked up by big DJs that have radio shows that way. It's super important to buy your favorite people's music. That is another big source of revenue, especially with no shows going on. Most people make their money from their shows and selling tickets, things like that. But right now, that's really not happening. So taking that extra step to buy their music on Beatport is a really huge help. If you don't have a Beatport account, it takes you 10 seconds. Make a Beatport account. You can even follow your favorites on Beatport. That way, whenever they release music, it just shows up in your list and you just add it to your cart, hit buy and call it a day. And they have discounts going all the time. So those are my top 5 things that I think would really help a lot of DJ producers during this time. It's been rough for all of us. So I hope you guys take advantage of this list. If there was some stuff that I left out that you think is important and you want to share it down below in the comments, please do. I'm going to do some more of these videos. I don't know if there's some topics you want me to discuss. I try my best. I think I have some valuable insight, but what do I know? Thanks for watching.